Generation X. In general terms, those born between 1965 and 1980. Latchkey kids. Independent. Existentialism. Modern philosophy focusing on personal experience, human ability, and responsibility in an otherwise meaningless universe. We're the cause. This is the effect. We're the Gen Existentialists. And welcome into the Gen Existentialist podcast. My name is Scott.
And I'm Bunny. And today it's actually a Halloween episode, Halloween 2025, and we decided to dial it back. I'm Cleaver, and this is my good friend Emergo. How are you, Emergo?
Hello, I'm Emergo.
Good.
And Butch, I gotta tell you something. That theme music, that ain't right. We need some of our theme music. And I've got it right here.
Dial it up, my friend. That theme music just takes me right back. I don't know about you kids.
Ain't it great?
It's wonderful. I hear that the band Prophylactics, how are they doing? Are they still out there rocking and rolling?
They popped and they flowed down the gutter.
Oh.
But that's cool because it was like surf music for gutter trash like me. I love it.
There you go. So yeah, today, instead of doing Mega Wheel, instead of doing some other stuff like that, we are doing...
I've done a Mega Wheel.
How about I just read out a couple of questions and we can answer them as we feel?
Let's roll. Let's do it.
All right. Well, here's the first question. If you had to hand out one movie to every reader instead of candy, what would it be and why? So how about that? What you gonna do?
I think probably the Meat Cleaver Theater version of Killer Shrews, because that was hilarious.
That was a pretty good episode. So I will I'll
that one
insert
dude wore a trash
here
can.
and there.
It was awesome.
Yeah, maybe I'll insert some clips for our viewers here so they can see what you're talking about. If I had to pick one movie to give to every trick-or-treater, I would have to go with the Rankin Bass late 70s classic, The Mad Monster Party.
Oh, wait. I guessed wrong.
Did you? What did you guess?
Didn't Rankin and Bass do The Hobbit?
They did. They did.
See, I go with The Hobbit.
Okay.
I want to be a Hobbit when I come back, if I ever get resurrected.
Yes, we should probably explain that, even though we look a little different, we are actually from the Gen X generation. Some of us just aged a little better than others. So,
I am all generations. I'm everything.
Everything. So someone asks Emergo here, do you ever get recognized in public because of Meat Cleaver Theater?
Well, here's the thing, and it's strange for this time of year because there's skeletons everywhere. So, I have friends that tell me they walk down the street this time of year and they're like, hey, Emergo, and they get mad because I don't say anything back, and then they realize it's just a paper me in a window. So, yeah, I get recognized all the time. And not just from like Meat Cleaver Theater, but because of some of the lovely ladies I've dated and things like that. I'm a skeleton about town, and people love being around me.
So what is it that attracts ladies to you? Is it the cheekbones? Is it the bone in general? Like, what is it?
It's just the bone. Nothing like a bleached bone man. And I, Emergo, am your hookup.
Well, here is another question for Emergo. Actually, you're cool with that.
Yeah.
Emergo, since you are technically dead, does Halloween feel like a work holiday or more like your birthday?
Okay, wait a minute. So technically I am dead, but I got to tell you, every day is like a birthday when you're dead. Because just getting up, it's like, hey, I'm here. I'm still around. Let's go. So I don't know. Every day's a birthday. Every day's fun.
All right.
And like that keyboard player in Spinal Tap. That's how I live my life. Have a good time all the time.
Very nice. Here's a question that I keep getting from a lot of people. This is, are you getting the band back together or are you retired and mothballing it? Mothballing it. Makes me sound like an old man.
Mothballs. Heck,
Mothballs. I'm off senior citizen. No, actually, Meat Cleaver Theater is always on the cusp of coming back. It's one of these things where just want to see if the interest is still there. So we have some ideas brewing, and if you're interested in seeing some new Meat Cleaver Theater, the gang is still here. We're just getting a little older and creakier.
some of us more than others.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. You wear it well. You're
I do my
aging
best.
very well. So,
I keep my ligaments lubricated.
so what do you think about bringing the band back together? You think Meat
I
Cleaver
am
deserves a
always
revival?
available. Emergo has time for Meat Cleaver Theater whenever Meat Cleaver Theater calls. Because,
There you
like,
go.
I mean, seriously, there aren't a lot of job opportunities for a skeleton.
Well,
I
I
mean,
think you're pretty busy about now, this time of year, right?
well, yeah, but it's like a fat white haired guy around Christmas. You've got like a 10-day period where you're really, really saleable. And the rest of the year, it's like, huh, who cares?
You're
And
just hanging
that's the way
around
I
in
feel.
science rooms.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Meat Cleaver Theater, call me. Call me, Butch. Come pick me up.
You need some assistance.
Always.
So, were there ever any films so bad that Meat Cleaver Theater refused to screen them?
Now, wait just a minute. Whoever sent that in, I have a serious question for you. Did you even watch the show? Did you watch some of the films that we hosted on that show? Do you think we had a quality control department? Do you think we had some kids sitting in the back, some interns watching stuff and going, well, it's a 7.5 on Rotten Tomatoes? Most of this stuff, there was no Rotten Tomatoes. They didn't even bother with vegetables. They just threw them out the back window. So, no, I mean, whatever we could get hold of, we showed. I mean, come on.
I hate to say it, but the quality control department kind of falls on my shoulders, unfortunately. My
So,
lithe and
so it was your fault.
willowy shoulders.
So it was your fault.
It's always my fault. Yeah, I do want to say I prescribe to there's another horror host out there called Mr. Lobo. Horror movies, just misunderstood horror movies. And I actually agree with that. I think even if you're a horrible grifting producer who's just knocking out trash, launder money, there are still other people on this project. There are other producers, there's special effects guys, camera people, best boys and girls, the whole bit. And they're all out there trying to make art. So, you shouldn't really, Meat Cleaver Theater's never been one to really slag on a movie. We've always been one to celebrate the art of movies and the magic that comes from B movies. Because, somebody out there really put their heart and their time and their effort and their skills into it, even if it stunk up the room.
Yeah,
so,
I jest a little bit with my quality control comment, but some of them were pretty bad, but they were always entertaining. Sure. And I think another one of our horror host friends, Dr. Sarcophagi, said something like, there are no bad movies, only bad audiences. And there's a lot of truth in that. If you go into any of these films with an open mind, you might catch something, but you'll be entertained at the end of it.
It's true. Amazing. So speaking of that, who is your favorite horror host or hostess, Emergo?
Besides you,
of course. Yeah.
Besides, well, I mean, you're my employer, so obviously it's you.
Yeah, you gotta
beyond that, I would go with Dr. Sarcophagi.
All right.
Just a cool guy.
Cool guy. All right. I'm partial to Dr. Krypt myself. Now, Dr. Krypt has sadly passed beyond the veil at this point, but he was one of the ones I grew up with. So,
and I mean, for where some of us are from, I mean, the cool ghoul. You
Of
can't forget
course.
the cool ghoul from Cincinnati.
Could never forget the cool ghoul. Another wonderful gentleman.
Yeah.
So yeah. What's your favorite Universal monster and why? From the Universal monster universe, I guess.
Um
If he had a tongue, it'd be tied, folks.
yeah, I mean, that's like asking me to choose between Twizzlers and Snickers. It's like it depends on what I want at the time, but neither one is better than the other. I really
Okay.
don't have an answer. They're all wonderful in their own way.
All right. So I'm going to go with the Invisible Man as
Really?
my
Why?
personal favorite because he is the perfect sociopath. Like all the other monsters, here's the thing: Dracula was the only truly evil Universal monster, besides Professor Griffin, who is the Invisible Man, who is a complete sociopath. I mean, he did everything based on revenge alone, and after he turned invisible, he just became more and more psychotic. So I appreciate a monster that's got a little drive in them. You know, everybody else was sort of a tragic figure. You
True.
know. Hmm?
True. I can see that. Yes.
Yeah. So that's
And
my choice for that one.
there's always the Queen song Invisible Man, which is wonderful. A lot of people
I'm
don't
not
like it, but
familiar
I
with
do.
Invisible Man. Could you hum a few bars for me?
He's
While I
the
put the next
invisible
one.
man. Doot, doot, doot. The invisible man. Doot. I can't do the synth parts. I don't have the parts in my mouth to actually make those noises, but
Okay.
it's a good song.
You did a
It's
pretty good
on.
job for no lips.
Yeah, I make my way okay.
Didn't seem to hurt with the ladies either. So,
The ladies appreciate the stiffness of certain parts of my body.
I'll have to take some tips from Amerigo in the future.
And
What?
again, as with anything, lubrication is the key.
Okay.
Well
So,
bleached bones and good lubrication.
all right. So, what movie villain would make the best therapist?
Darth Vader,
Darth
because
Vader.
he
Huh?
don't care.
Oh,
Throat
well, he does
hugs are
care.
free.
What was that again?
Throat hugs are free.
Oh, there you go. See, I would have to go with Hannibal Lecter. Would be a wonderful therapist. He's got that knitted voice to talk me off the ledge. So,
Or send you over the ledge. You want therapy from Hannibal Lecter.
yeah, talk me off the ledge right into the cooking pot.
Well, Butch.
You
Steamed
know,
Butch for dinner.
that's right. It's not stiff at all. He's not quite tender, actually. So, how about if you could erase one scary movie cliche forever?
I think, and this is going to be weird, I would
Mhm.
erase knives. And here's why, because everybody always seems to like go into the kitchen or be in the kitchen when something happens, and they always grab a big knife out of a block. And it never works. It's
It's
never
true.
the right tool for the job. People just grabbing knives here, there,
Mhm.
everywhere, grabbing knives. Like, get a baseball bat, get something with a little bit of distance so you can actually hurt somebody. Knives, come on now.
You know, in our meat cleaver theater, I am a fan of blunt objects. So, and especially in horror movies, I think a good blunt instrument will do you much more good than a shitty little kitchen knife, right?
Yes, always.
I would get rid of the cat.
What?
There's always a damn cat in these horror movies that jumps out of a closet or jumps out of a cabinet. Like how the hell did the cat get in the kitchen cabinet? Just for a
Classic
cheap
jump
jump
scare.
scare. Yeah,
Cats hang out in closets and cabinets and cupboards and everything.
and just scream all the time when they jump. So yeah, I get rid of the cat.
It is a cliche, but that's a fun one.
You like that?
Everything's tense and suddenly Tabby comes through.
Okay, here's a Halloween question. It came
Yeah,
in. What's one Halloween candy you absolutely abhor?
I think anything mint. Like,
Mint, really?
yeah,
Boy,
I mean, I don't like mint to begin with. And
wow.
to give mint on Halloween, it's wrong. Halloween should be the chocolate, the coconut, the nuts, and you try and come up with something that's going to make my breath smell better. It's like, no, it's candy night, not breath night. I don't need mint anything. Blech.
I will say it's a little disappointing when you get like a Starlight Mint in your Halloween bag
Yeah,
because
like
that always seems like a
who's
Christmas
gonna
candy to
do
me.
that? That's
I don't
awful.
know. I mean, I'll take a peppermint patty any day, but
But I'll tell you what I love, and I'm
Mhm.
sorry if the next question was going to be Halloween candy we love, but
Mm-mm.
and I know it gets a bad rap, but circus peanuts are delicious.
You know my history with Circus Peanuts. I'm not a fan. I was very
Sorry,
glad to
Butch.
hear that the company that made Circus Peanuts has gone out of business, although it has been absorbed into another company.
Oh,
So,
thank God.
yeah,
I actually like circus
Angler
peanuts.
Factory is no more, from what I hear.
Have you ever seen the Grim Peanut, Butch?
I have seen the Grim Peanut. I've survived an encounter with the Grim Peanut, so
You've met the Grim Peanut. I
I
thought he was
have I've
just
met
like
and
a
lived to tell
story.
the tale. So horrible. Oh, of the Grim Peanut, terrible. I need an alcoholic beverage after that. I'm sorry.
So
I
what's
call
your
my
least
nerve.
favorite candy then, Butch?
Bit of honey, I
Yes.
think, is probably it's right up there with the orange and black wrapped peanut butter rocks. I don't know what they're called, but they're always in there. They're cheap.
They're weapons. They're
Yeah.
stuff to throw at other people so you can take their Halloween bags.
I mean, bit of honey is essentially the same thing. It's this hard, pull your fillings out monstrosity. I'd rate that right up there with Mary Jane's as well. You're familiar with Mary Jane's.
Yes. Disgusting. I agree with
Mhm.
you on all those. Blech.
Yeah, the cheap Halloween candy. So Halloween is right around the corner. What are you handing out this year for Halloween, Emergo?
We have got, and I got to tell you, I live in an abandoned subway. So
Okay.
I'm not expecting
Where
a
he's
lot of
keeping
trick or
himself
treat.
now.
Do what now?
So that's where you're keeping yourself now, huh? So,
That's
abandoned
yeah,
sub.
I'm between girlfriends
Oh,
and I found this it was really cheap. I'm living in Greater Cincinnati. They apparently at one point wanted to build a subway and gave up on it and it's been on the market for years and I just like I had some royalties and I said,
what was it
"Yes, I'll
called? The
take it."
Bingle Subway. That way they gave up on it.
I don't know. But anyway, I'm not expecting a lot of trick or treaters, but I have got a selection of full size Snickers, Almond Joy, and Mounds bars. And you can take your
Wow,
pick.
wow.
And I love me some coconut. Coconut and dark chocolate is just like it's like me with women. It's just the perfect combination. I can't get enough.
Well, folks, he likes dark chocolate and he is available. So if you're out there
I'm here.
listening,
Call 1976 Emergo. Hook me up.
there you go. Got a few more questions for you here. Oh boy, I'm just digging through. So do
When
we
did people
still,
send this stuff in, Butch? I mean, were they
it,
expecting us, or is this stuff you've had in your mailbag for years now?
yeah. Let me be frank with you here. Let me be dead ass, as the kids say, with you now. Butchart Cleaver has moved from the Cleaver bungalow and now lives out in the middle of nowhere. I'm like in an Evil Dead cabin. I'm in the groovy greenhouse here coming to you. And we have zero children in this neighborhood that come around for Halloween. Only a random transient railroad hobo or something might show up. So,
You get hobos?
yeah, we get hobos.
Hobos are great.
Supplemental
Give them $10 to mow the lawn, and then just kick them down the road.
$10 to mow the lawn and then put them in your freezer. So I'm sorry.
Slice them and dice them. Put
There
them
you
in the
go.
murder cellar. We'll make a movie, and then we'll show it on Me Cleaver Theater.
There you go. Yeah. So and currently we don't really decorate that much. There's not a lot of reason to out here. How about you and your subway? Do you get any kids coming by there? Any transients?
Well, yeah, there's occasionally a hobo or somebody that walks down
Mhm.
here, and usually I can con them into cleaning something, give them a few bucks, or we go to Skyline together. It's fun. It's
Okay.
actually kind of cool. It's like having a family, except you never know who they are when they stop by. But I'm always decorated. As you can see, I'm wearing Halloween lights right now,
I
my
was
purple and
gonna say
orange. I'm gussied up for the best day of the year. So
You
I don't
are.
expect a lot of people to come over, but you're always invited, Butch, if you
Well, I
want to
appreciate
come.
it. Maybe I'll get out of the deep dark hollow here and come see you.
Get out of the hollow and come to the hood. It's way more fun.
All right. Here's another question for you. What's worse, a bad remake or a lazy sequel? That's a good question.
Oh,
Kudos to you for sending that one in.
I think I hate the remakes. I just hate remakes.
Yeah.
Even a lazy sequel is better than a remake. Like, let
Yeah.
things live.
See, I got to go the exact opposite on you on
Uh,
this one. Nothing worse than a lazy sequel to ruin the beautiful taste of the original meal. You know, it's like when they come out with a second course that just ruins your dining experience. And now you look back at the first one and you're like, it's just disconnected. You know, this memory of a good happy meal I once had, and now there's three lazy sequels that ruin
you
they
can't
ruin
let
the
a
story.
bad dessert ruin a good meal, though. I mean, it's just
Yeah, I mean, case in point, I mean, look at the Scream series, or look
yes.
at Nightmare on
I
Elm
will look
Street.
at Nev Campbell whenever I get the chance.
That's why I chose that one for you. One of Amerigo's favorites.
Yes, absolutely. I used to, and you
Hmm.
know this, Butch. I used to be smitten with, and then I dated, and then I didn't date, and then I dated again, and then I didn't date Mayan Bialika. I
That's
have
true.
also
Yeah,
had trysts with Nev Campbell.
I'm not
that's
aware
why
of your.
that's why I'm in the subway now. She kicked me out.
Okay, gosh,
Emergo alone.
you have to get on Katy Perry once Trudeau screws it up.
It did was that a slip of the tongue? I need to get on Katy Perry.
You wouldn't be the first. So
I,
there
I
we
wouldn't
go.
be the first. I won't be the last, but I'll take my place in line.
Yeah, we're mixing our real world with the fun world here.
It's
So
all the
going,
same world when you're a living skeleton.
I'm telling you, I say the reality is like software with constant updates and no improvements, right?
that that is so true. It hurts.
Okay, looks like we're getting down to the bottom of the question list. If you have questions for the fans of Meat Cleaver Theater, the people that worked on Meat Cleaver Theater, or even Bunny and Scott of the Gen Existentialists, by all means, send them to us. Drop us a line. Let us know your question. Here we go. If you could live inside one movie or TV show forever, which one would you choose? Kind of a tough one.
Does it have to be like because of the Halloween theme, like
No, it doesn't have to be a horror movie
but
situation.
it
You can
should
choose
be for
anything.
this time of year. Let's keep it there. And I would go
All right.
with the Scream series just because it seems like a really fun kind of area to be in. And
It's better chance to run into Nev Campbell
well,
when you're
yes, that
tooling
too.
around.
But I mean, just if I had to pick, that's where I'd go. I
Okay.
know what that other guy, Scott from the Gen Existentialists, would say. He'd say he wants to live in the Star Wars universe. So we'll forget about that. I'm
Mhm.
going with Scream.
All right. I'd say if I had to choose, if I had to pick a horror related or Halloween related one, I would choose the Munsters.
Oh, good.
I, I'd love to live next door to the Munsters. I think that'd be fun. But if I had to choose another one, I would want to live in Leave It to Beaver in a heartbeat. And Murdo is speechless.
I I really am because that just it strikes me as very odd. But
Why is that?
well, be, I guess I can picture you there, but
Mhm.
you'd be like the weird guy down the street that doesn't come out very often. When he does, he's got a martini and he's kind of half drunk, and then he just wanders back into his house. And there's all kinds of noises because he plays movies really loud, and nobody really knows what goes on in there.
Oh, well, June Cleaver knows what goes on in there.
And yeah, that would be the thing. Like, there's no real house. Well, there's a head in a jar.
Well, that's Joan Cleaver, not June Cleaver.
Well,
Bee's
sure.
mom. She'd figure it out.
Oh, so you want to take the place of Beeve's dad?
Not the place. I just a surrogate.
Well,
Like,
now we see where he's going.
well, you got your Nev Campbell. I've got my 50s B movie MILFs. What can I
The
say?
50s housewife is like, Butch is all up in there.
It's true. It's true. Nothing better than a girl with gloves on. I'll tell you. You don't get that.
What was that they wore back then? Like poodle skirts and weird little black and white shoes and stuff like that.
Black and white shoes with the black and white world.
What they call those, saddle shoes or something?
Saddle shoes, penny loafers. I don't know, something like that.
Did you ever have a pair of penny loafers? I did.
No, I did not. I had a pair of kangaroos where you could put a coin inside of a pocket.
I had roos too. I carried my lunch money in them. But like penny loafers, I always wondered, did anybody ever actually put pennies in the little leather slot of the penny loafers? Did you know that's what those were for?
Now my sainted head in a jar wife Joan from the other room just shouted, yes. So apparently, when
thank you, Joan.
She used to put pennies in her penny loafers. Now she's penniless.
2 pennies down.
Two pennies.
That's what happened to all the pennies that the Federal Reserve is missing. They went down the tubes with all the penny loafers that nobody wears anymore.
That's right.
They're on the junk heap.
That's how I can afford to live in the sticks here, because I don't have to spend any money on shoes for Joan.
Save a lot of money on clothes, I guess. Yeah.
I do. It's wonderful. We have one last question for you here. What's the one thing that still makes you believe in the magic of movies?
Nev Campbell.
Is she still working?
Oh, absolutely. She was
I haven't
in
seen
the
her in
TV
anything
thing of Twisted Metal, the first season. She's still working. That's why I got kicked out on the street. I wanted her to stay home. She wanted to work. I'm like, come on, baby.
Now, what is she in Twisted Metal? Is she one of the major characters or something?
She was the leader of a major city in the West, a villainess, as it were.
Okay. For all you kids out there who know anything about Twisted Metal.
And she did a great job. Twisted Metal is a great
drop
show.
Me a comment. Okay.
But in reality, a lot of the effects and stuff that they can do in films nowadays, it's like the stuff that we dreamed of when we were kids. Or like if you were a burgeoning filmmaker, like having to splice film together and make things happen, like the stuff you can do now is just amazing. So it's all good. Tech is good as long as it's in hopeful, soulful, creative hearts.
There you go. I honestly think that movies are one of those forms of art. It's an amazing form of art because it takes a team to make it. Very few films can be made by one person alone wearing all the hats. Mind meld of all different types of people. You want to talk about diversity as your strength? Well, there you go. Yeah, movies take a diverse number of people, a diverse group of talents to come together, and they take something that was completely imaginative. They throw a little money at it. They throw a little imagination at it. They throw a little know-how at it, and they make it a reality. And if that isn't magic, I don't know what is.
Totally agree. That was well stated, Butch. Well done.
Wow. Still got it after all these years.
Yeah.
So, I want to thank you guys for stopping by the Gen Existentialist Meet Cleaver Theater Halloween special episode. If you want to drop us a line, please do it. Any of the podcast links or anywhere you're finding this.
I gotta say, I look damn good.
You got the cheekbones going on and everything. Wonderful.
I'm styling and profiling. Woo.
Right. Long limousines, Learjets, kiss stealing,
wheeling dealing, son of a gun.
There you go.
Butch, my alligator shoes cost more than your entire wardrobe. Woo!
I can't even afford penny loafers.
So. Yeah, penny loafers, 2 cents.
Well, we will see you next time, friends. Have a happy Halloween, a safe Halloween, and we will see you in November.
Happy Halloween.